Hello everyone, and welcome to another review episode. Today I'm going to review Frozen 2 for the first watch. I watched it yesterday at the movie theater, not in 3D because I am cheap. And it was a pretty good movie. I give it a rating of 8 out of 10 because it has a good story. It has some good, character development and all that, some pretty okay music, but it's also not a perfect movie. I enjoyed watching it. However, the movie did not have me get hooked into the characters and the story as much as other movies have before in the past. So to get right into it, I would say the first things first, the story. So the story this time around is about discovering the origin of Elsa's powers. She starts getting this call from out of nowhere, and, she just wants to find out where it's coming from in the whole story. So they go and they travel to the Enchanted Woods, and they find, the four spirits of the elements: water, air, fire, earth. Long ago, the four nations used to live together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation. Okay, anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later. So basically, Elsa does become the Avatar. And that's kind of the whole story. There's some cool things going around in between there. Kristoff wants to marry Anna, and that's kind of the only thing that he's up to, so nothing else happens with him, which is unfortunate, because he could have had other things happen with him. I don't know. I didn't like where Olaf's song was placed, because I think it should have been placed on their journey there, instead of, in the middle of things. I don't know, I think it would have been a pretty funky song if Olaf was, rapping out some fun facts and also being like, hey, I know these things because I'm growing up and I am maturing with age. It would have had the same message as, when I'm older, just, with a little bit of different lyrics, and I think it would have fit better narratively. Kristoff's song also was, kind of weird. It was really funny, but it was kind of, weirdly placed. I don't know, kind of came out of nowhere and it dragged out a bit. I guess I just got right into the music, in which case I have something to show you all. I practiced. Hey, that was a bad run. I am so sorry. I had done better before, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, to get back into the music, Into the Unknown it's a pretty good song. It slaps. But it's for the first time in forever, that's the Frozen song that slaps in my mind. Let It Go is okay. But first time in forever, that one is the one that hits hard, especially with the reprise and the duet that they have, and Frozen 2 does not have that. There's Into the Unknown, that's pretty good song. There's Show Yourself, that's also a pretty good song. But it just didn't perform as well as it did, for the first Frozen, is what I think in my mind. And then for Anna's song, I don't remember the first song that she sung. It was something about, hey, if things change, it's fine, and I'll still be around. But it wasn't as memorable. Her second song is memorable, though, because it can hit hard. It's about grief and moving on, and it's, that one line, darkness, I am ready to succumb rough. I could go into my notes about things, but I guess, just to go off on my own, the central theme of the movie was about change, and although they were happy where they were, things still move forward, things still change, and sometimes you have to accept that change or just go forward with it. And the movie played that out well, pretty well. With Elsa, we got to know her a little better, which is pretty fun. She's curious. She's friend to animals. Very fun. Anna, she was just kind of frustrated with Elsa because Elsa was going off on her own. And Anna's like, please, I don't want you to die. Last time we did this, bad things happened. Olaf was contemplating his mortality, which was whack, But he definitely grew on me. Like, Frozen 1, whenever I watch it, I do not like Olaf. I hate his song in Frozen. But this time around, I'm like, I'm okay with you. I noticed the lavender when that happened. So, and yeah, so it had a pretty central thing of change. And it played out pretty well. And I do love the lore drop. I'm happy that this was a lore drop movie because I really enjoy that. So, yeah, Frozen 2, it's a good movie. But it is not the best movie, you know? Not in my mind. Because I compare it to movies like Klaus, Into the Spider-Verse, or The Little Prince, where there's just a lot more to them than just the main story, some songs, and pretty animation. Frozen 2 is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, but also it's Disney, and it doesn't offer anything new for me, artistically or narratively, which is why I give it an 8 out of 10. It's detailed, it has great particle effects, great expressions and all that, but, what did you expect? So yeah, that's my take on Frozen 2. It's a good movie. Give it a watch. I want to rewatch it. It's, don't put your expectations too high up there. Yeah. I'm the elements' bridges of all elements. The elements quiver before her. Heck off!